All right, so I figure I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to dictate a poem from my mind. I'm going to call it The Americants. The Americants by Stan Wojciechowicz, a.k.a. Dom Hemingway, a.k.a. Ben Cornwell. A.k.a. stands for also known as. Yeah. And that makes you guys known accomplices. Anyways, yeah, The Americants. Let's see. Can't write a poem, can't sing a song. Can't tarry for loneliness, for the day is not long. Can't you see that I am busy? Your plight means nothing. It makes me dizzy. No, I can't give you $5 because you'll spend it on booze. As if I don't already know that you were born to lose. And although a pint or a nip would make you feel better, I don't want you to get your filth on my imported Aran sweater. Oh, I love imported Aran sweaters. See, so it's fun, like I can make up a couple little rhymes here and there. But, if I don't sit down, and type it or write it and edit it, then, it comes out kind of shitty. Yeah. People say, you don't use Facebook for what it's for. It's not my problem if my memes are 800 words long. It's not a problem for me. I wrote a poem. It's a few words long. It's quite a bit longer than any meme you'll see on there. And I asked a question the other day. I said, who is the author of your latest logically fallacial meme? And a buddy of mine posted a meme, but he didn't tell me who the author was. It's funny, you ask her a direct question and you don't get a direct answer. I went, and if he did make that meme, he didn't take the credit for it. And it was funny because it's one of those logically fallacial memes, it was a ad hominem, disparaging sort of comment. It was a picture of Joe Biden in Stalin's uniform. It was Stalin, and they photoshopped Joe Biden's face in there. But you do that with anybody. Joe Biden is not Joseph Stalin. Joe Biden is his own very unique brand of shit. Stalin was a shithead. My friends want to say, well, he's a lot like he's a communist. He's a communist. I don't think you guys know what a communist is. See, America is a trippy place. My favorite American communist was Eugene V. Debs. Who at the beginning of every speech quoted, and I quote, would say, he opened every speech with, while there's a lower class, I am in it. While there's a criminal element, I am of it. And while there's a soul in prison, I am not free. What really blows me away is I realize now how seriously John Kennan took that quote. I studied the history of the labor unions in the United States of America. It was a war. It was a war they don't tell you about. It was a war right here in America. Americans died. They were killed by the government. Eugene V. Debs, I believe, the story, if I got it straight, started the first labor union in the coal mines for the children, because they sent little children into the coal mines. And they would die all the time. And they would get hurt. And they didn't get fairly compensated, which is the way of an American employer. That's how capitalists are. Greedy, selfish. They're not human. So, they're a machine. So, yeah, man, I voted for Donald Trump, but am I a capitalist? The answer would be no. In the Jeffersonian sense, yes. I want to make my own life. And I don't think the government should tax me. for anything. Especially the satanic, blood-drinking, evil people that are in our seats of power in the United States of America. Yeah, the labor unions. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. And we felt so strongly about it that we were willing to fucking do something. Let me tell you, Americans don't do shit. Yeah, the Trumpies showed up. I think they expected from all the big top for the Trumpies to actually do something, but they didn't. They didn't do anything. The Republican motto ought to be, stop, or I'll say stop again. Yeah, they got blamed for some shit. I know they didn't do it. Because I know Republicans. They're all talk, no action. No action. And everybody was stirred up and making a lot of noise, and boy, did I get swept away with the crowd. I owe everybody I love an apology for that. I was wrong. I was wrong. You know, and it's funny, you know, I bring up something that people have never heard, and I go, it's really important. You got to check it out. You know, I say it with a sense of urgency. Like I was talking to my friend Will. You got to check it out. You got to check it out right away. You got to look up Michel Foucault. You got to understand why you're going to get on the cattle car without a fuss. And he put it off, but you know, it's funny, today when I was talking to him, he's like, man, you know, I looked that up. I looked up the Panopticon prison. I go, it's more than that. That's misdirection. They're going to tell you about the Panopticon prison and not tell you about the actual Panopticon prison that you're in on that cell phone. The psychological torture that you either realize or don't realize you're being put through every time they step on you. And they step on you every day. They nickel and dime you. They take things that they didn't earn from you and your children. They take food out of your children's mouths. They take your children. I have so many friends. The state has taken their children because the state can do such a good job of raising children. Take Charles Manson, for example. That is a good example of how well the state raises children. And this was back in the good old days. People are, make America great again. Well, they're talking about that time. America was so great back then that the state would take children and raise them and turn them into Charles Manson. There's a lot of people like Charles Manson. And let me tell you, man, I have friends that are walking around free that have done more dirt than Charles Manson. Yes, indeed. If only the middle class could comprehend. But they cannot, because they are sheltered, because they don't do anything but go to work. I'm experiencing the middle class lifestyle right now. I mean, not the middle class rewards, but the middle class lifestyle. I have a roof over my head, and I'm making my lunch for work on tomorrow morning. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to earn not enough money for what I do. And they're going to steal from me. And they're going to nickel and dime every minute I'm there, and they're going to be on my ass the whole time. Even though they don't need to be, because there's no need for them to be, because me and Dave can handle the entire workload together. They can come up with more stuff for us to do, which sure we'll do, but I'm already fucking tired. You know, I work 12 hours a day. I come home, I get about 3 hours of free time to myself every day. I try to use it wisely. I have not been playing any video games. I've been picking on my banjo, writing poems, and trying to imagine a way out of this hell that I'm in. Oh, aluminum foil. Ham and Swiss. 2 ham and Swisses with mustard. Yes. And I got drinks. You guys want to see my drink stack? Let's see. 2 flats of water and 24 Powerades. Powerades are at the bottom. I need lots to drink because I work in it's like the equivalent of Baghdad. No! It's Oklahoma, but it's very dusty. Okay, 2 Powerades. I'm gonna do red and orange. Red and orange. Orange is not a fruit, it's a color when it comes to Powerade and Gatorade. Powerades are pennies, just a couple pennies cheaper than Gatorade. They used to be much cheaper than Gatorade. I'm in Oklahoma, everything's supposed to be cheaper. The Powerades are 74 cents a piece. The Gatorades are $1. Yeah. So the Powerade's gone up, but the Gatorade's pretty much stayed the same. Oh, I need more waters in there. Because I'm not going to have I have one of those. I have 1 triple shot espresso coffee for the morning. That I got from Starbucks. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I accepted Stan's challenge. So yeah, man, I wrote another poem. It's funny, I don't know if it's Facebook or if it's just people. I don't know if it's the Facebook blocking me from having contact with my friends or if my friends just don't notice. But I've been writing like a poem, sometimes 2 a day recently. I've been posting videos. Every now and then I'll get a hold of one of my friends and be like, man, you just, nobody likes you. Oh, yeah, I know. It's all right. I don't know, it's new for me, I'm one of the guys, I'm like John, I don't know, I'm like some people. I'm like somebody. I don't get out much. They put me away. I'm in a weird spot in my life, man. But this is an exciting time to be alive. They're probably going to kill us all here pretty quick. I'm going to go out with a fight, yo. I'm going to make it interesting. Don't you worry. You'll see me on the news.